Konnichiwa, watashi no YouTube チャンネルへようこそ。美しい日本を探検してください。Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Join me in exploring the beautiful Japan. Today, we set out to explore Tokyo's Shibuya district in the Kanto region and find out what it is all about. So stay tuned, grab some popcorn and buckle your seatbelt. Enjoy! As you can see, we're about to go through the Shibuya Scramble Square. This is a fairly new building opened just last year in 2019, standing at 230 meters or almost 755 feet high with 47 floors. The top of this building that we are under overlooks the famous Shibuya Scramble Crossing, or simply Shibuya Crossing. Almost in every subway station, whether underground or above ground, you can see all of these lockers where you can store your things for a fairly low price. And they also come in all the different sizes. Now, they're either coin operated or using your Metro Pass like Passmo or Suica. Every time I use the Metro system, it just amazes me how there is a whole underground world built in with restaurants, shops, and what it seems like limitless passageways. By the way, in Tokyo you stand on the left side and pass on the right side of an escalator. With a population of almost 230,000 people as of this year and a total area of under 6 square miles or over 15 square kilometers, Shibuya is Tokyo's massive commercial center filled with thousands and thousands of businesses and restaurants. Shibuya has the two busiest subway stations in the world, the Shibuya Station and the Shinjuku Station. It is also known for the busiest intersection pedestrian crossing known as the Shibuya Crossing or the Shibuya Scramble Crossing, located right outside the Shibuya Station Hachiko exit that you are going to see in this video today. As we were waiting to cross this busy intersection, we met these nice Japanese people. One turned out to be the Japanese president, or so he thought. I'm sure the Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe knew nothing about it.
Scramble. So
Scramble.
very famous.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. O genki desu ka?
O genki desu.
Why do you know Japanese?
Because Japan is sugoi.
That's it. It's easy for us to understand. Thank you so much.
Arigato.
I'm president of Japan.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I will be. Yeah. Hey, yes, it's true.
nice.
Not fairy tale.
Hey.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome. Amazing.
See ya.
See ya.
At this crossing, once the pedestrian light hits green, everybody crosses all at once in all the different directions. Meanwhile, all the cars have to stop and wait for all of the pedestrians to finish crossing. It's hard to imagine, but over 1,000 people cross at one time, which makes this one of the unique lifetime opportunities to ever experience. Moreover, it feels very safe, and I have never even seen people bump into one another in this, so to speak, organized pedestrian chaos. This is just incredible. Starbucks are so popular in Japan that you literally see them everywhere you look. It's typical to see 4 or even 5 Starbucks within a block of one another. I'm always curious where all of these people are heading to. There's so many of them here and all are going somewhere, either to work, school, bar, gym, and many other places. The list goes on. Anyways, Tokyo in general being so vastly populated of almost 14 million people as of 2020, it is not surprising that people in the city maintain their own personal bubbles. It might be a bit odd for the people from Osaka, for example, where everybody is more open to socializing in public, to witness these personal bubbles in Tokyo. But nevertheless, people are still friendly here in Tokyo if you get to know them. Personally, I never had rude experiences here with the Japanese population, and like I said before, people are typically not only very nice, but they're also very helpful and are willing to go above and beyond to show or explain something to a stranger. This is a cool Disney store where the entrance is literally a Mickey's head. Now, if that doesn't impress you inside, you will find 3 floors of a lot of kawaii or cute Disney things. Walking through this big city and the big crowds, one thing I always take a note of is how clean it is here. This is particularly surprising since, generally speaking, there are not a lot of trash cans in public in Japan. In fact, it's really hard to find trash cans here just sitting in the public. The reason being is that after the 1995 sarin gas attacks in Japan, the majority of trash cans were removed for safety protocols.
Konnichiwa.
Some of the cars you see here make you wonder how you would park them anywhere with space being so limited. As we were walking by, we were approached by this very nice and pleasant lady offering us a sample of pink marshmallow hot chocolate drinks.
これは何ですか？
ピンクココアです。
ありがとう、ありがとうございます。
はい。
美味しい。
美味しい。ありがとうございます。
ありがとう。
ありがとうございます。
Oh yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.
The drinks were very unusual in color, but were very tasty regardless. The city is always busy and always decorated with happy vibes. There's an inner beauty walking through these streets. It is impossible not to walk by a food or a coffee place in Tokyo. They're literally everywhere you go and everywhere you look, and it's hard to escape them. Walking through this area known as the Spain Slope or Supain Zaka, as you can see, it is very narrow but elegant Spanish-looking street. It is only about 100 meters or over 109 yards long, with many stairs leading to the Parco department store. But as you walk through this area, you will not go hungry or cold with all the stores, the shops, and the restaurants. Busy Tokyo streets with lots to do is a common theme here, and it's hard to escape it. Despite this fact, it is common for people to be lonely here and in their own personal thoughts and circles, their own personal bubbles. That's the famous Cat Cafe on the right. It is a cool feeling walking on tight streets between skyscrapers just like these ones. This is a pack of free tissues we got with something being advertised on the package. Since they don't always have toilet paper or napkins in the bathrooms, you will often see them being passed out on the streets of Japan for that specific use. As we were walking in Shibuya, the building you see straight ahead of you in the distance is the Bunkamura, which is Tokyo's grand multicultural theater, a huge museum, and a major concert hall all in one. They got ballet and opera here as well, and a very nice movie theater. Now if you happen to be in this area, this would definitely be something to check out. Crossing the street to the other side, there was this huge Christmas tree decorated in various ornaments from spheres to icicles. It was kind of an impressive tree. Progressing down the street, there are a lot of expensive stores like Bulgari, Hermes, and other high-end brands. In Japan, you will find these type of high-end brands everywhere because people love to dress well and they like to look good. It is common that stores in Japan could be at least 8 floors high, but typically higher, which would usually have different themes on different floors, from clothing to produce and technology. Here we decided to head up all the way to the 8th floor, going through all of these escalators. By the way, Japanese escalators can be very wide or very narrow. Anyhow, we found a lot of traditional ornaments just like these ones. These Japanese cats, maneki neko or bikinin cats, with their bikinin paw bring good luck and blessings. We also found cheese, ice cream, canned goods, prepped foods and coffee all around us. On our way out, we saw this cute little bus and of course, you guessed it, more Starbucks. This is a Murana fish in a tank and I feel bad for this other fish that's about to become lunch. Let's just walk around and explore a bit throughout the city. ABC Mart in front is a Japanese footwear company. Unfortunately, it's kind of hard for me to find my shoe size here. When we walked back to the Shibuya metro station, we saw this happy bus on the street. I'm telling you, there's something about buses here. Just listen for yourself. I'm not exactly sure what this bus was, so if you know, leave your comments below. It was a long day, so we decided to catch a train back home. Once again, make sure you stand in the right lines for your specific train so that you do not impede the public. When our train came, it had a beautiful pink stripe at the top, or so I thought. Stay tuned to find out more about what that means in Japan. The all-women's train had a pink line on top of a cabin and it's actually labeled women's only.
Yeah, so just rode an woman train unexpectedly. It was kind of weird. The only guy in a train.
A little designated smoking area. Now, since it started pouring and we were somewhat in the vicinity of an umbrella store called the Waterfront, we decided to check it out and possibly pick up a couple of cool umbrellas that are made in Japan. In Japan, umbrellas are very popular in the sense that a lot of people carry and use them. Japanese use them when it rains or even when it does not rain but it's too sunny outside. All of the umbrellas in Japan are very different and unique, with different patterns, different designs, and even made and rated for different conditions, like for high winds, strong rains, for everyday use, or for simply blocking the sun rays without being rainproof. Here's the Waterfront store, and as you enter, the first thing you notice are the suspended umbrellas hanging above your head. Just notice how different they all are, different in sizes, colors, quality, and of course prices. Umbrellas here range from about 20 USD to several hundred USD. They even got cool umbrellas that change patterns when rained upon, like these ones. So if you're here, make sure to get yourself one. These are the coolest of the cool umbrellas we got for ourselves.
Raining hard.
We got the grayish and the bluish umbrellas, and they are super duper wind resistant, said to be unbreakable, and very stylish and up to the Japanese standards to carry around in public. Definitely not an embarrassment, and even the Kingsman himself will envy these. This is what is known as the Blue Street in Yokosuka, and even in the rain it beautifully stands out with lights, people and life. Progressing through the Mikasa Tunnel, which was named after the Japanese Mikasa battleship in the 1890s, it's a fun way to go about your way without being windy, cold and rained upon. And by the way, inside of this tunnel they sell produce and have lots of restaurants to stop by and eat on both the left and the right sides of the tunnel. And not only that, but this tunnel got a second floor as well, leading to more specific restaurants designated areas. Look at those spectacular spikes on my umbrella. I've never seen anything cool like that. Today the day was very awesomely spent exploring Tokyo. By the way, we found this vending machine with a very pricey broth stock and fish inside the bottles. Very unusual even to the locals here. Amazing. Until next time, see you guys later.
And if you want to see more of my awesome videos, then make sure to follow me, subscribe, and of course hit that like button down below. See you in my next video.